Good morning. It is a beautiful day outside today, and well, we're gonna do something a little bit different because it does not involve boat work. My scrub muscles are kind of maxed out at the moment, plus our project list is just really long, and if we don't pace ourselves, then we're gonna burn out. So we're gonna take a little break today because we have the dinghy splash, and we're gonna go do a little bit of playing, and then we'll get back to boat work tomorrow. Play today, work tomorrow. I like this plan. I'm Nikki, this is Jason, and this is our floating home curiosity. We set sail 4 years ago, and some 13,000 nautical miles later, we landed in the Kingdom of Tonga, where we decided to haul out for cyclone season, visit family, and load up on a crate full of much-needed boat supplies. Sadly, because of COVID, our poor boat sat abandoned for a year, but we're back, ready to work, and get our girl back in the water.
So let's go back to the beaches where I always make you laugh, to the forest where we found a hidden path, to the summertime of 2005.
We're gonna go right up there.
We were still alive.
They're just looping around this one piece of board here.
Got 2 lines attached on the anchor drop just in case. There used to be fingers of these docks like jutting out, so everybody had cleats and stuff to tie onto. They must have gotten knocked off in the cyclone. It's definitely different, completely different than last year.
We're headed to the Mount Talau National Park. There is a hike that goes all the way up to the top, and if I read correctly, it is the highest peak in all of Tonga, which is crazy. And I say it's crazy because I don't think it's actually that tall.
Bye! Bye!
Bye!
They all say bye when you're walking by instead of hi like we do in the US, so it's bye!
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye! Bye!
Okay, we're getting close.
Talau is mountain is so beautiful.
Yes, it is. Very steep and very beautiful.
My name is Pulatu. Yes.
All right, you are our guide.
Go out! Oh, are you come here? Come very fast! Oh, what's your name?
Jason.
Tracy. Tracy, like my walk. I walk in the step. Tracy, like my walk. Come here.
Is that your brother?
Yeah, no.
No. It's going to be very tired.
Come. Nikki. Let's go.
See, I use my phone for a camera.
We got Spielberg over here. Tongan Spielberg. Here we go. All right, you ready? We're getting close to the top of the stairs. Here we go. Yeah!
Oh, yeah, wait, Nikki.
Getting closer.
Looks like they're doing a bunch of trail maintenance, working on the concrete, chopping down some trees.
Putting in new poles.
Yeah. Man, it's a lot of work. Continue.
Yeah. Continue. You coming? You coming?
To the top.
Well, we lost our tour guides, but we've reached the first viewpoint, and clearly this is our lunch spot.
Now is the perfect time to remind you that we've teamed up with Omaze to give away a 4x4 custom Sprinter van with $60,000 worth of mods from Vansmith. But the giveaway ends very soon.
Yeah, and if this is your first time hearing about the giveaway or about Omaze, it's a company that teams up with creators like us to host giveaways to raise money for charity. And the van that they're giving away is 100% the right way to get into van life because it's customized to your needs, but built by professionals so that you know things are done right.
And travel in this COVID world is drastically different, and there really is no better time than now to take the plunge and start traveling with your home. And the best part is, it's all for a good cause.
Access Fund is on a mission to protect public lands, repair trails, and educate climbers. And as people who love to be in nature, explore, hike, climb, we know how important this work is. So to enter, go to omaze.com/thewinds.
Okay, now it's time for lunch. But I'm not gonna make you watch that. I'm gonna shoot a really nice time lapse.
Good call. And we are drinking coconut water, which tastes like $1,000,000 right now because we have a squeeze of lime and one little cube of pineapple. It's delightful.
That's a nice view. Okay, this looks good. Yum, lunch was good. Let's continue the hike.
What a view! You can see the boatyard, town. Can't quite see Mystic Sands from here, but wow, forever and ever. And ever.
And ever.
And ever. Forever and ever.
Well, the sign at the base of the mountain says there's 4 lookout points, but this looks like the end of the trail. All we found is 2.
It also smells pretty funky, and there's a whole lot of flippin' ripping ants. Okay.
Okay, that was a much shorter hike than expected. Got about 5,000 steps in, took about a half an hour. So, maybe hike down, do some jumping jacks, maybe a online workout, and then we'll see you tomorrow back on the boat.
All right, it's another day, another cleaning day. This one we're taking pretty seriously. We're getting the salon and the galley completely cleaned and livable. That is the goal because we'd like to be able to, well, make lunch and sit down for a moment when we need a break, or while we eat our lunch for a nice little break. That's the goal. We've got, not whatever that was, baking soda and water will be the majority of our cleaning solution, with some tea tree oil and occasionally vinegar. Yeah, that's the plan.
And our friends let us borrow a dehumidifier / aircon. It is cranking.
Will you turn on the water pump?
Water pump. On.
Thank you. Don't trip over the 5 million things on the floor.
It's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. Progress, baby. Progress.
Are you ready for this?
Ready.
Check. This one out.
Yep.
Just a few spiders have taken up residence in there.
Do you want me to clean this one?
No, it'll be fine. Alright, so I'll vacuum it first. Yummy. Mmm. Turns out these masks are handy for more than just keeping COVID away. It's helpful for all of the dust and dirtiness and everything else. I don't have to feel bad about using, you know, a new one every day. Just take it home and wash it.
It's because you're highly allergic to mold and dust.
Yes, so it's, you know, literally saving my life and not just from COVID-19.
7 hours of nonstop wiping, cleaning, washing, and to me it looks like we made a big difference, but it still looks messy. I think we got about another 5 hours
On just
up here cleaning.
close, maybe not that long.
Whew. A couple of our expensive fans died, so I'm cleaning them to see if it's just the dirt.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, it's been a day. What a day. What a day. We made progress.
We did. I know it probably doesn't look very dramatic, but it feels dramatic. It smells so much better in here. We have our cushions back and covers on and everything, almost everything is clean. Still a little bit to do, but feels good. Feels closer. Now we just have times 4.
Plus the outside.
It's one thing at a time.
Forwards, backwards. This is kind of a big project, maybe backwards. This is probably the most daunting task that we have ahead of us because the engines won't start without a fuel tank, and that's exactly what this is. This is our port engine fuel tank. It was a beast to get out right before we left. It has like this much clearance. The reason we took it out is there's a bunch of holes in it. The way this tank is designed is it sits on these little foam pads that run all along here, and it's in the bilge, so the bilge gets salt water. The salt crystals stick there, and then they slowly corrode and eat away at this aluminum, which is why we have these pitting holes kind of in the same strips of where the foam is. So the task is, first, degreaser soap, get all the diesel off. Then you sand it, sand. Then you take a wire brush and you get inside those holes and try to clean them up as much as possible. And then you use JB Weld. This is the steel one that's made for fuel tanks. This is supposed to be the best for this situation.
It says steel stick, but we have aluminum.
Exactly, does say aluminum and bronze for automotive and fuel tanks. I think that's exactly what we have here. And then, once these holes are filled, then we're supposed to fiberglass the tank. And that's where the big question comes in. Do we fiberglass the whole tank or just up to here? Because I have some friends that fiberglass up to here. And then I have others that say, no, you got to do the whole thing, so that way if the water starts splashing in, you don't get salt water going into the fiberglass and then rotting the tank away. I'm looking for your advice. If you know anything about this sort of thing, if you've ever done anything like this, please let us know. If you had success, if you had any failures, love to hear it.
Or if you have a different suggestion, if there's something else we should code it in.
Something easy or something simple, like, I don't know, I've never fiberglassed before, but I've watched other people do it. It looks fairly easy. But remember, the clearance is like that much clearance on each side of the tank. So when I go to slide them back in the holes, we can't like fiberglass the crap out of it and make it super thick. So, yeah.
Now, why not just get new tanks?
Why not just get new tanks? Okay, so we almost ordered new tanks in the US, threw them in our container that we shipped over, but we reached out to Leopard to get the design of the tanks, and they only have the design of this tank. And that works for most of their boats because they're charter boats and they have the 4-cabin option. Ours is the 3-cabin owner's version, so our other tank is different than this tank, and they cannot find any drawings, any information on a tank. They kept saying, no, it's the same size, I swear it's the same size. And I'm like, nope, I'm measuring it. Our other tank is totally different. Therefore, we didn't feel comfortable ordering a plastic tank in the US, shipping it halfway around the world, paying thousands and thousands of dollars, getting here, and then going to put it in, and it didn't fit. So that's why we didn't order new tanks in the US.
Too risky.
Too risky. The idea is This is a temporary repair, maybe 1 or 2 years, depending on this COVID thing. As soon as we get to New Zealand or Australia, they have tank manufacturers there. And there we can hire somebody to make us a proper tank that, well, if it's plastic, you know how plastic is.
Lasts forever.
Lasts forever. That's the ultimate solution. And that's my conundrum. Woo, and then we get this in, then we get the diesel started.
Then we're on a roll.
This steamrolls everything.
Okay. We made a stop off at Kel and Adriana's this morning, picked up a bunch of stuff from the crate. I am going to wash that, clean it, put it away, all that good stuff. And Jason is going to take the diesel tank, the last one, the only other one, out of the, well, aft cabin, our bedroom, so that I can clean that and hopefully get that livable. And I think we'll be lucky if we get all that done. We'll see.
Okay, listen very closely. We have a problem. That's not fuel inside the tank. That is fuel outside the tank.
Oh, it kinds of red down there. Oh, yummy.
So this tank we didn't think was really leaking, but apparently it's leaking. I mean, we were gonna pull it out and inspect it, but we didn't do it before we left, so now we know it's leaking.
Because we have.
I don't know how many gallons of fuel were in this tank. I hope not a lot, but now I've got to pump it out somehow. And then pull this tank out and not get diesel everywhere. Okay, this project just got more fun.
Okay.
Just like everything else.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Touch and go there for a minute, but I think it's working pretty well now.
And who insisted on buying this handy device?
Nikki did.
And who didn't want to buy this device?
Me. And the first time I used it, it was on Passage in a video, and I talked about how sucky it was. But it's actually coming in handy for this application.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be here for a while.
Oh no, really?
At least a few jerry cans maybe.
Whoa, seriously? Well, I can trade off with you for a little bit.
It's okay.
Working on your pump muscles.
Yeah.
Pump it up.
I was worried earlier because I was getting a shot like this, and I'm like, people are gonna think I'm using a penis pump or something. Oh.
So it doesn't look like I've done much of anything, but this is, I don't even know what day of me being pretty much just in this area because, well, it was a lot to wash and dry and clean, and then now I'm kind of like restocking and bringing everything out that I'd stored away, all of our spices and stuff that were left over, and then the stuff that we bought recently so that we have food. I'm trying to give that a home, but I'm almost completely done. As soon as Jason is done taking the diesel tank out of the aft cabin, then I can get in there, clean our bedroom, and then hopefully get that livable. And then that makes this area livable, bedroom livable, and then that means we can move in. So maybe a couple more days, maybe.
Okay.
Good luck.
Now what?
I don't know. I didn't
think this far. I didn't think it was gonna come out.
Well, guaranteed, if we fiberglass this, it's not going back in there as is. So, yay! Fun things to figure out.
Ready.
Oh. I need to hold on. I'll make it through the door. Down further on my end, do you think? A little bit more. A little bit more.
Fire on your end? Whew.
Definitely got the heavy end. Great success.
Oh, that is some yummy fuel.
Yeah, that looks totally usable. That looks like seawater.
Holy cow.
Like something you would find at low tide.
Disgusting. Wow. It's pretty darn dirty down there. Still a little bit of diesel fuel, suck that out. Get these jerry cans out of here. 20, 40, 60, 80, about 80 liters of diesel.
What a bummer.
Yeah, man. Good news is we can give it to the yard, they'll filter it and put it in their truck, so. Okay, back to work.
Get her done.
Got a long way down till we can stand it all.
Let's go in there, cowboy.
Getting the last of the diesel out. Oh, these are the foam strips that are supposed to keep the tank off of the floor. They've all come up, so I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. In theory, it keeps the tanks off the floor, so I guess maybe it protects the tanks and maybe the fiberglass. But this is also what captures the salt water and corrodes the tank. So it's like a good and a bad thing.
Yeah, helpful and hurtful.
Granted, our boat's how old?
2005.
Built late 2004 to 2005, and it's 15 years old. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no graceful way to do this.
This is prime boat yoga right here. You sure you're in deep enough?
I can go a little deeper.
Ugh. Ugh. Be thankful there's no smell-o-vision.
Ugh. Should probably be wearing a respirator.
Probably.
So,
You're probably a little bit.
hi?
Yeah.
Don't try this at home, kids. Truck's bad. It's bad, McCoy.
Yeah. We will not drive home for a while. Or maybe I'll drive. I've been in here less. By drive, I mean drive the dinghy. Yeah!
No!
Clean
No!
Yeah!
No!
Sorry, it's too easy.
Oh, yeah, I should probably stop.
For sure.
Here she is. Can't wait to show Leopard because it's definitely different than the other one. Funny little design. Alright, let's see what we got. I don't see anything like
Nothing compared to
the other one. Yeah, so I'll have to scrub it and see.
the other one was so obvious.
Yeah. It could be in the seam. Well, it leaked from somewhere.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it was the connection there.
Maybe that's probably a hole there.
Oh yeah,
And
it
it's
does
just
look like it.
full of algae.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And that could be too.
Be,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yep. Scrub it up, we'll find out. Definitely doesn't look as bad though, generally.
No, the other one's put it out like crazy. Okay. We should go before we get eaten.
Yeah, mosquitoes are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Thank Thank you so much for watching and making it to the very end of the video. And speaking of video ends, we're going to try something new and kind of fun. We are taking requests, and we've had several patrons request trivia. So whoever answers correctly, or multiple people, we will choose one of the correct answers from the comment section down below, and that person gets to decide how we end a future video. Okay, here we go. Trivia question is, to which island did we deliver a printer to the administration? It was somewhere in the South Pacific, and it was a remote island, which is pretty much all
Jeez,
all
give it
the
away,
islands.
don't you?
All right, thanks so much. Good luck.